HIV services have received tremendous improvement since the coming of the present administration in 2015, leading to a significant drop in new HIV infection from more than 103,000 in 2019 to 93,000 in 2021. Basi Taipang reports that this was disclosed at this year's World AIDS Day, which is today, actually the 1st of December, where Nigeria was said to be closer to the UNAIDS target of ending HIV/AIDS by 2013, having reached 90, 98, 95 of the target.
It is another World AIDS Day. We started with Mentor Mother, not her real name, who came to NTA with just one motive: to share her experience to the wider world and to encourage other women in her situation. She has been living with HIVs. That is not the story. Mentor Mother has a set of 14-year-old twins who are HIV negative. She advised other mothers to go for tests. If positive, access treatment and deliver their babies possibly without the virus.
The issue of stigma was very high, but then I was able to come out and assess HIV services and treatment.
And now to the event, where stakeholders say ending AIDS by 2030 requires collaborative efforts to ensure all barriers to inequality are removed in line with the theme.
This year's theme is Equalize to End AIDS, Equal Access to Treatment and Prevention Services. And it calls for collective action.
We need to increase availability, quality, and sustainability of services for treatment, testing, prevention, so that everyone is served.
That the civil society and people living with HIV are always around the table in your discussion, because you can't be discussing how to fight it while people living with HIV are not on the table.
The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, who was represented, advocates the removal of treatment gap between children and adults.
It is also important that we equalize for our children. Evidence is also suggesting that while 3/4 of adults living with HIV and AIDS are on treatment, worldwide, about less than 50% of the children living with HIV and AIDS are on treatment.
The event featured the launch of online contribution to the HIV Trust Fund to ensure more people living with HIV have access to treatment. Basi Taipang, NTA.